I've been making YouTube videos for about 2 years. I've made 28 videos for 5 million views, earning about 11,000 from YouTube. And today we're going to use all that money to invest in a project, all together, this project. Hi everyone, welcome. Today we're trying a different format than usual. We're going to do a real automotive project together around this car, a Jaguar XJ40 from 1989. You're used to seeing brand analyses here, which are more scripted and heavily edited. And today we're going to do something a bit more natural. The idea is to get you involved. Be sure to watch the video to the end, as I'll need your opinion to decide what to do with this car. What I suggest right now is that we start by taking a little tour of the car so I can tell you a bit about its history. I'll describe its condition and share my project and my ambition to transform the car. If we can actually do this project, of course. It's thanks to your support and activity on the channel and your shared passion for cars like mine. As I mentioned, it's a 1989 Jaguar XJ40 known for being fairly reliable. But this one has had a complicated life. I bought it a month ago. We haven't completed the registration or inspection yet, but it's not a big deal, since in the end we're going to completely transform it together, so we can always do it later. So it's a car that already cost me, well, I can't say the price because the owner doesn't want me to. We'll give a price range. It's a car that costs between 1 and 2,000 euros, to give a broad range. And you'll understand why it costs between 1,000 and 2,000 euros, whereas today on Le Bon Coin you can find them in good condition for 6, 7, 8,000, even 10,000. So it's a car that's already inherited. It's the father of the person I bought it from. This gentleman had decided to restore it, but unfortunately he couldn't. He passed away. So his son decided to sell it. And I put myself forward to buy it back. Why did I choose this one? First, because I didn't need a car in excellent condition since we're going to radically transform it. Second, the car has only 114,000 kilometers and no perforating rust on the chassis. Those were my two criteria: an engine that's not too worn out and no perforating rust. You'll still notice rust on the car. Let's look around together.
And why Jaguar?
That's a good question. My father had a 1989 Jaguar XJ40, this exact model. We checked the serial numbers and they're identical except for the last 4 letters.
Incredible.
It's the same year model, 3.6 liter engine and Westminster blue color. I've been looking on Le Bon Coin for several weeks to find exactly this car, so I found exactly the car. In much worse condition than when he had it, he sold it. My father bought his in the early 2000s for 7,500, spent 4,000 on repairs, and sold it for 950 som. And he sold it to 2 guys who abandoned the car in a ditch. One day he got a call from the police saying, well, you abandoned your car. And he said, no, it's not mine anymore, actually. So they didn't really care at all. Back then, there were even people who said you could leave the keys in that kind of car, and nobody would take them because, well, they just weren't very popular cars. I always thought its design was amazing. I think actually there are two camps on this earth: those who find it interesting and those who think it's totally awful. First really important thing, the condition of the paint, which is honestly terrible in this case. It's a car that spent a lot of time in the sun and, well, it's worn out, quite simply, you know. It's peeling, the car's peeling, so the clear coat is coming off all over the place. There are spots where it's been repainted. Here, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but you really have 2 shades. And here you even have a nice texture, what we call an orange peel effect. It was really done badly, let's be honest.
Was it repainted there?
Yes, I think both doors there were repainted. You can even see it from far away. One of them is much shinier. Well, you see the fender here under the logo, it's much shinier.
You can feel that it's a bit more tinted?
Exactly, so that's going to be the first big job, the paint. But we'll see together what we're going to do on the car in a little while. We'll need you to tell us what to do. I'll discuss the project with you after. As a channel subscriber, you'll face an important choice. We're developing a participatory project. We won't forget that. It's not us who will decide, it's everyone. Even people who don't want to watch the video until the end, who don't want to see this. Yeah, you have to vote. Still, stay until the end because I'm going to offer you 3 options. We've thought a bit about what we could do. And among these 3 options, we're going to need everyone's vote. If we get 10,000 views, we should have 10,000 comments. Everyone should share their opinion. So first thing, obviously the paint. The paint is, well, really burnt out, quite simply. The body's condition is somewhat affected by the sun, both inside and out. Danny, go ahead. Look, if you want to move forward here, you'll see the condition of the console inside. With the varnish that's that's completely come off, you know. The varnish is burnt, it's gone. But there are a lot of things that are...
I mean, you can really see the original wood, which is really, really well crafted. It's really beautiful to see. But actually, it's missing some varnish. And here, you can see that the varnish has also yellowed.
Yeah, everything has come off.
And then the roof here.
The headliner came off, which is a common issue. Typical of Jaguars, and actually typical of cars from that era and English cars. After 10 years, after 15 years, after 20 years, the glue comes off, and so the headliners start to sag. But here, I think there was even a bit of leakage, because it actually took quite a bit of damage. Same with the steering wheel here. We have a steering wheel that's in pretty bad shape. I tried to clean it with some product, but there are still some small spots. So, well, that's just part of it. That's part of the whole thing. When I got the car, it didn't have a valid inspection. There were several major issues, a problem with the power steering and a problem with the suspension. A lot of things. Well, we've already spent money on it. We've already spent about €1,000 on it, just to give you an idea. I forgot to mention we had to return the car since it wasn't in my area. We paid 500 to 1,000 euros for transportation, which is typical for this type of car. So based on my clues, we have 1,000, 2,000 for the car, 500 and 1,000 for transport, and 1,000 in fees. The project hasn't begun, yet the car is already costing money. That's incredible.
That's right. It's a money pit and a pleasure pit, as they say.
The car lacks a technical inspection because its worn-out tires are from 2002, which is expected. So they're 22 years old. They might be older than some viewers of the video. And actually, what's specific about these cars is that the tire sizes aren't standard sizes. So a tire like this, if I want to change it, the technical inspection is 500 euros and tires cost 2,000 euros just to pass. So obviously we can change the tires, but I'll let you choose what type of tire we put on. You'll see that there are several options available to us. All right, the paint obviously is marbled on both sides. Here we also have a problem. So first, here I'll let you take the wizard's wand. Here are the doors that are very hard to open. That's the same, a pretty common issue with these cars. Actually, it starts to get stuck, and then after a while you can't open it anymore. It's fine here. Of the repairs we've done, reopening the doors was a success. But actually here, there's quite a bit of rust that's starting to form. And there are even some little bubbles here. It's already starting to blister. Knowing that, in my case, like when I bought the car, I bought it based on photos. I didn't go to see it. I didn't make the trip. I gave the seller a call. We talked and I understood the situation with the car. The car was abandoned after his father died, so he didn't maintain it and it remained unchanged. I don't think it was in good condition. There was no maintenance log or invoices. He didn't know about the car, but I trusted him since he's straightforward. I know the car's condition and some history. And even though I only had photos, well, I sent my friend Jean-Michel my transporter so he could go pick it up and he brought it back to us. So actually, when I got the car back for the first time, there were a lot of things I didn't see, especially these little dents on the side. That typically increases the bill. Even if you repaint to remove burnt paint and get a nice finish, you still need to do some body work. It obviously stings here, you know, you can't...
It tingles.
You can't leave it like that, yeah. Headlight lens, that was also noted in the inspection. The headlight lens that was broken, it was broken, repaired with a different color of light. So it's not the same one. I'm sure it was glued on, maybe even with windshield glue, you see? We'll open the trunk, but it looks like it was done pretty haphazardly. Sloppy work, shoddy work, shoddy work.
We don't like that.
There's a little bit of shoddy work here and there. The trunk.
If I go in to compare it to human size for you, so I'm doing...
Loic, how tall are you?
I'm 1.76 meters tall, but I won't share my weight.
But you're pretty comfortable here, right?
But I'm pretty comfortable.
You see...
Yeah, for someone who weighs 75 kilos, it's fine.
I'm not going to overdo it, but honestly, it's okay.
You could,
Are you okay, Loic?
I'm still alive. There's really plenty of space. Well, I hope my yellow polo won't turn black in yellow mode.
A little cushion.
A little cushion. Impeccable. Are you showing all your viewers how to put gas in this awesome car? Because that's really worth it.
Gas became a major issue, and I couldn't check it before buying the car. I only addressed it after the car arrived, and I started cleaning it. And I realized when I went to fill up the tank that we couldn't open the gas cap. So that's why I put this tape here, the fragile tape. By the way, I'm actually going to take it off. We'll go get a box cutter. We're gonna try to make an opening for the gas cap. I put the tape on because when it rains, there's no seal between the gas nozzle opening and the rest of the car. Well, it's dried out, it's burnt, and it looks like this. So first of all, I don't think this is the original seal at all. It's not normal to have something that looks like this. And so what I'm going to show you is that water goes through it like a faucet. So I'm going to try to open it. You have to do a little trick. The water would come in through here, and it would end up at the bottom of the trunk here. Actually, the trunk, roughly speaking, is in decent condition, let's say. The only thing is there was a little misunderstanding with the seller. It's that actually he told me that his father and a mechanic had repaired the gas tank, but actually not at all. Well, he told me that he had changed the gas tank. Actually, not at all. They fixed it with some kind of putty or something. You see, you have all these big marks from the putty there. That's not normal at all. So the tank is here. And actually, the tube goes all the way to where you put the nozzle. It's completely unprotected. Like, if it rains and you miss, gas spills on the side and rain falls right in. And then it goes all the way down, you know? So it can quickly turn into a pool. Here, the fuses are a mess, and honestly, I can't even explain or identify it. I don't even know why it's like that. Anyway, we'll redo everything from A to Z. So after my mechanic, the boss Andre, he fixed all of that for me. There are no more warning lights on my dashboard. He still fixed quite a lot of problems, but there are still some mysteries that I have trouble understanding. It's time to see the cathedral. So what's pretty cool with Jaguar, and they still do it now on the Jaguar F-Type, is that the hood opens this way. A bit like on the E-Types back in the day.
I think that's really stylish.
It's very stylish. Most importantly, the car's sophistication is shown by the lights that let you work and see at night. So now I think they're no longer functional. But we should get them working again. We should get them running too, because I think it's a little detail that still has its charm. Now, I think that today cars don't do that anymore. And it's one of those little things where you realize, okay, it was a different era of automobiles. So this car is usually super quiet. It's very well insulated. You can even see the insulation.
Is that fiberglass?
I'm not sure what it is, but it looks like fiberglass. It's a bit weird, but normally it's not supposed to be cracked or anything. But here there was a crack. In my opinion, a mouse came to eat, have a little snack, I don't know. So here is a 3-liter 6-cylinder engine.
Very nice bike.
About 220 horsepower that runs well. Honestly, we can't complain. That's also why I decided to buy the car. The seller actually told me the engine runs, there's no problem with the engine. A rust-free chassis, an engine with 114,000 kilometers that runs, and an issue with the power steering. There still is a problem with the suspension that's acting up, but that's it. The rest of the problems were actually pretty well known. I'll check. He said it was okay, but when I returned it, he wasn't happy and asked, "What is this mess?" But it's fine.
He's starting to get used to it.
Fortunately, he's nice to us and we get along well. He did a good job and he saved the car, because honestly, the longer it stayed here, the more things started to go wrong. Again, more and more and more. One day I called him and said, "Listen, Andre, I know it's the middle of summer, but I gave you a bit of time. I got the new car and need to show you." He fixed all the dashboard issues in 2 days. He saved me.
Magnificent.
It's important to have a friendly mechanic in your contacts.
A Chef Andre, you know.
Chef Andre. I wish everyone had their own Chef Andre. People wouldn't get ripped off by going to the manufacturer. Because if you want to get maintenance done on that or repair something by going to Jaguar, forget it. The guy's waiting for you with a loaded Uzi.
Poor Daniel, they're putting him in worse and worse working conditions. The headliner is all messed up.
It's still a large car, 5 meters long and 1.38 meters high, giving it great proportions. Nowadays, actually, you can't find them anymore. You know what? Let's go park in a parking lot and compare its size with another car. We're gonna go get a car.
The smallest car? No, just a standard one.
A normal car? Let's say a C30. There's a Q5 over there. The Q5 is starting to have more space and can fit a family. A Q5 is similar to a Jaguar, while a C3 is smaller. I'm kind of parked the old-fashioned way here, aren't I? So you can already see the ride height, which is still radically different. Everything is bigger, that's normal. After all, it's an SUV. But in terms of length, we stick out quite a bit at the front, and we're about at the same level here. We're going to let people pass because we're polite drivers, and we're testing our brakes. You have to be civilized in life. It's not even complicated.
Since they admire the Jaguar.
Well, people look, you know, people love it.
With a lot of love.
People say, but
what are you doing?
what's up with that guy in the yellow polo? He's really handsome.
Incredible, this vintage vehicle.
Right now, it's really at the end of its life, but it's going to have a new life. And we'll talk about that in a moment. We have several options available to us to transform it and restore it to an incredible condition.
The steering wheel is also incredible. It's extremely thin.
Yeah, did you see that? Those are old school steering wheels.
They don't make those anymore.
That's called the steering wheel spoke. And now you have really thick steering wheel spokes with a big grip. And here you have steering wheel spokes of this diameter. It's very, very rare now. And on top of that, you don't have an airbag here. So you have to have a big steering wheel.
In case of an accident, it's right in your face.
Yeah, in case of an accident anyway, you've got the hood to absorb the impact actually. You didn't need an airbag. When you've got 5 feet of hood, that does the job just fine. Guys, we took a little tour of the car together, and now I'm going to lay out the 3 options we have to transform it and make it a car that reflects the channel. The first option is probably the one that will appeal to the purists. That would be to completely restore the car to its original condition. That means new paint, adjusting the shock absorbers and suspension, changing the tires, and a complete overhaul of the interior, with the central armrest, headliner, and fully redone marquetry. So that's our option 1. Restoring it as if it just came out of the factory. Full paint job, interior, headliner, the cabin completely refurbished without making any major modifications. It's really about restoring it to the condition it was in when it left the factory in 1989. Second option is to turn it into a race car. A Dodge Tourenwagen Masters car is built for track racing, so you'd lower it, add a wide body kit, special wrap, aero parts, reduce weight, remove some parts, and convert it into a racing car. And the third option would be to turn it into a rally car. That means raising it, putting fog lights on the front, adding a roof rack to store gear, increasing the ground clearance. That means swapping in real rally car suspension and adding large specialized tires. To go in the sand, to go on dirt. That's our third option, and could be a good one. If you've watched this far, please leave your opinion in the comments.
Right, it's super important to vote. It's free, guys, so we need you. Because in the end, the car is going to be transformed. Everything will be filmed on the channel.
That's right. We're starting a series to show all the upcoming changes to the car. Let me know if you want option 1, 2, or 3, so we can decide and you'll get multiple episodes with this car. It's better to watch episodes about projects you enjoy. We've made many scripted, edited videos, but now we can create videos focused on cars. Because in the end, passion isn't just something you experience behind a screen. Passion is something you feel in real life too. Now, thanks to your support, we can start a real car project on the channel. That's really cool, and we'll do it together. Not just me or us alone. It's you, all the subscribers, who are going to give your opinion.
So to sum up.
Option 1, we don't modify it, we restore it to its original condition. We redo everything that needs to be redone. Suspension, tires, interior, paint, all fully restored to factory condition. Option 2, transforming it into a race car, a track car. So making it lighter, maybe lowering it, adding an aero kit, maybe getting more performance out of the engine, and so on. So really turning it into a race car. And option 3, turning it into a rally car. It's already had quite a life, and now we can take it even further. We could take it into the desert. We could really turn it into a car that's capable of anything. An all-terrain car.
That's it.
That's it, friends. This video is over. Thanks for watching. Voting in the comments is important. Tell us your preference, option 1, 2, or 3. And this way, you'll see Jaguar's life episodes based on your vote. Let us know in the comments what you think of the format and how you'd like it to evolve. For those who enjoy detailed analyses of universes, brands, and models, rest assured, there will always be more. I think we'll have one format every 2 weeks. So one video about the Jaguar, a more analytical format like we've already done on the channel, and then I'll keep you updated on the Jaguar's adventure, little by little, depending on what you voted for. So that's also why it's super important for you to go vote 1, 2, or 3 in the comments.